20 years ago, I had a very beautiful daughter called Amy, who was born with cerebral palsy and multiple disabilities. I soon learned that life for a family with a disabled child was very, very challenging, very difficult, and was a long, continual battle. And it was very easy to become very isolated because there was nothing to do, nowhere to go, and really nobody to speak to. So I set up Friends with Families of Special Children. We've been now going for 18 years and have supported hundreds and hundreds of families. And we currently support 750 families. Many of the families that come to us are absolute desperation. They've tried to get advice and access services elsewhere and have either been told that their child doesn't meet the criteria, or they're put on a huge long waiting list and are faced with another 6, 9, 12 months of waiting before they have any services. We offer a huge range of services, some for the whole family and some for individuals. For example, the Fun and Freedom Club, which is for the young carers and enables them to have a bit of time away from their family and to be children rather than carers. We also offer opportunities for the parents to have social and leisure opportunities and training and information and advice. Our services are vital to these families, and many of them have said that we've actually been a lifesaver and have stopped them from going over the edge and reaching a major crisis point.
I'm Kelly, and this is my son Isaac. He has a diagnosis of Charge syndrome, which means he was born with visual and hearing impairment and a balance impairment, which means he's multisensory impaired. We started coming to Friends and Families of Special Children when Isaac was 3, and we soon realised it was a really good place to come where you could come regardless of your child's diagnosis. So there were children from all different types of diagnosis together, and I think that's the big thing about Friends and Families, is it doesn't specify a particular type of disability, so it means everyone's included, and we just felt really welcome from the start. The staff are really friendly and knowledgeable, so if you've got any questions regarding anything that you might be worrying about, or anything to do with disability applications and things like that, everybody's really knowledgeable and friendly. The activities are great, so we've done water sports. We come to Dame Hannah's and do this on a regular basis. Just have a lot of fun. And the biggest thing I think as well about Friends and Families is it really makes an effort to include the siblings, to the point where they have a siblings club and the Fun and Freedom Club. And I think that's really important because I think siblings in society generally are not very well acknowledged, and they get a chance to really do things that they ordinarily couldn't do with their disabled sibling around, so they get to join in on those tasks. Mine at the moment are too young to do that, but I'm really looking forward to a time when they can do it and join in and make new friends in that way, so they can all relate together and they all have similar things going on at home. So yeah, we just come and have a great time. I think the difference it's made for us is really being around other families that are in a similar position to us, and we can just all relax and have a really good time, because I think having a disabled child in the family can be really isolating, and often if you're out and about in society you can feel that there's a lot of eyes on you at different times and the siblings pick up on that. But we come to places like Dame Hannah's with Friends and Families and do different activities, and we all just feel like people having a good time, and that's really valuable to families like ours.
Even before final diagnosis, the support was there, because obviously that can be quite a lengthy period, and having the support from day one was invaluable really. It really made a big difference to us. Kaylee has enjoyed going to Fun and Freedom. Do you want to say some things you've done at Fun and Freedom?
I've sort of been to Creeley, Woodlands, bowling,
lots of things. The zoo, that was good, wasn't it?
went to the zoo. And I also get to go some places with my family, like doing some water sports and going to paint in the zoo.
I think what's really important and what's been really useful is that I guess because Emily takes up a lot of our attention, it kind of changes the dynamic a little bit in the family. And as much as we try to kind of make sure that we keep things as normal as possible, things are different, and that's kind of inevitable. I think what's been really good in terms of the charity is the Fun and Freedom Club, because it's given Kaylee the chance to just kind of be a child around children of her age, and you've just had a lot of fun, Kaylee, haven't you? And I think that's been an important part for us.
We did the water sports, which was fantastic. And I have to admit, it's something we didn't think we'd ever be able to do, and we wasn't sure how all of us, would manage, if Emily would cope with it. It was something so different that we as a family wouldn't normally have attempted. But the fact that we could go along and everyone there was understanding and everyone helped each other just meant it was a brilliant day that we just wouldn't have done without friends and family. That is a really nice thing, knowing that you're all sort of in the same boat in a sense, that all the children have got very different needs, which is wonderful, and everyone's just very understanding that each child will have the different needs, and everyone supports each other really, which is nice, no judgment, everyone's just will quite happily help you. It's been wonderful.
Sometimes it's tricky with Emily, but the charity helps me to know what to do.
The exposure to all sorts of different children with different needs is really good now, because now, you know, they're always going to grow up in a world where it's just unquestioning other children. You know, some might have a wheelchair, some might have different needs, and that's just part of their life and what they're used to, which is actually a really nice way to grow up, I think.
My family and I have been using Friends and Families as special children's activities during school holidays since before it started in this form. She's got severe and complex needs, and to find activities for her to do in the school holidays is impossible, or almost impossible, until this charity started. So over the years we've used the different venues, the different activities that they've done, from swimming, from bowling, from trampolining, you name it, we've done it with Friends and Families. She's been on the water, on rib rides, she's been on sailing, we've been on booze cruises with her, obviously dry booze cruises, but and she's loved every minute of it. When you have a special needs child, society really does quite shun you, and when you get somewhere like Friends and Families, you don't have that feeling of being shunned, you don't have that feeling of judgmental, you don't have that feeling of pity. Oh, that's worse. There's no pity. It's a case of you come in, you know you're in a safe place, and you know that if you do need help, there are people there to help you. What is also very good is that we started from when she was tiny, and she's now just turned 20. And every holiday I've got her booked into everything, because as I said, it means we get sleep, because she's kept busy, and if she's been busy, she gets tired and we can get some sleep. And she's a person when you come here, whereas sometimes outside she's not. She's something to be pitied, and that in itself is pity, because they're missing. A lot of mainstream people are missing such good fun when you have no inhibitions, and these kids have no inhibitions, and it is just sheer joy you get from them. And I think that's brilliant, because there isn't anything else out there. If you don't do sports, you know, the council don't put on things for our kids. And if you don't do sports, and you don't like arts and crafts, which my daughter hates, then there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. So this has been a lifesaver, you know, especially through the 6-week holiday. That is, oh, you're on your knees at the end of that. So this is really good. It's really worth supporting, which is why I have done for years.
We're constantly seeking support. So if you feel that you're able to support us in any way and help us to continue to provide the services to our very wonderful but very vulnerable and very isolated families, we would very much appreciate to hear from you.